What's up, dudes? Happy Tuesday. Here we are, we're live. How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. The Mind Slug over on Twitch. Good day, mate. How's it going? My Australian accent is not there. That's one of the ones that's like the hardest to do. It's not going to happen. I'm so sorry. My camera's in a bit of an autofocus frenzy. Come on, dude. Lock it in, baby. What's going on? You know what? Yeah, that's something I've been trying to figure out and, try to lock in. But I thought that like autofocus would be a good way to go on this webcam. Maybe it's not. I just locked it into manual, so hopefully it'll stay. We'll figure it out. It's not a Logitech. It is the Razer. What is it? Razer. I can't see it. The lights are too bright. But I put it into manual focus now, so it should lock in. So hopefully that won't bother you too much. But mine's so good to see you, my friend. Thanks for being here. Guys, a couple of cool things to talk about. Number one, we got a link to the past going in the background, so that's for you. Hope you enjoy that. We're gonna jump back into Space Quest 5. I want to say 75% through the game. I could be wrong if I'm misremembering. I feel like there's like some very clear story beats of what's coming up, and I feel like I've got that locked in, but I could be misremembering some things. So we'll see about that. Let's see here. Number 2, let's take a look over at the channel. Shinji Akari in the chat. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a great day. A couple things that I want to remind you of. If you have not gone and checked out the Why I'll Never Forget This Nintendo Game, the Kirby video, go check that one out. A lot of heart and soul into that video. I hope you enjoy it. That's great. And also, if you haven't watched the 7-star review on Speedy Gonzales, Los Gatos Banditos, it's waiting for you as well. So go ahead and check that out. And I think the links are down in the description. They're also on the channel. We relaunched the Patreon this week. And so if that is something you're interested in, you want to support the channel, go check that out as well. Some great stuff going on over there. That's what I'm talking about. A couple of other things to let you know. One, dude, I'm playing through Dark Souls, and I am farther than I've ever been. Like, I have loved this game for a long time, but I always feel like I would get to a certain point and then I would never progress. And I don't know what's going on. I'm just locking in. It's awesome. So if you're a Dark Souls fan and you know what I'm talking about, I reached Anor Londo, which I've never been there before. And the game just continues to kind of surprise me. I'll just put it that way. If you've played it and you've been to Anor Londo, like there's just elements that are happening there where I'm like, I'll see something happening. I'll see something in the, how do I put this? I will be in a situation where I'll be like, there's no way that what they expect me to do is this. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to try it. And then that's exactly what they expected you to do to be able to progress. That's a little bit vague, but I don't want to spoil anything if you're going to play Dark Souls. I know it's also kind of like an older game by comparison, but all that to say, it's cool to be actually progressing through. So that's really cool. And then I took the dive. Let me see here. Let me pull this up, and then we're going to jump into the game. I took the dive, and I ordered a little something today. It's arriving later today. Gonna be dabbling a little bit. Here we go. I went ahead and ordered the Anbernic RG35XXH. So I feel like I need something besides my Switch. And also, like, my girls are kind of getting into the Switch more and more. And so, like, especially when I travel, it's getting harder to take it with me. So I took the plunge. RG35 coming later today. Kind of jump into it, see how it goes. See if it's got some, if it's gonna, scratch the itch. I gotta tell you, I was hanging out with my buddy Kyle, and he made some strong arguments as to why the Switch 2 might be a good way to go. ugh, I feel so fickle. There's a part of me that's like, almost like, you know what? Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe I should go for it. I don't know. All right, what's going on here? All right, let's launch. Shinji, you have the 35XX Plus, the same GPU, I think. Yeah, and is that that's like the more Game Boy shaped, like it's a vertical, right? Essentially. So I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on it because, I mean, I'm definitely into playing the retro stuff on it. I think would be the main thing that I would do, but like the possibility of things like PlayStation, like PS1. I don't know if it'll run PS2. You have to throw it in there, but things like PS1 and MAME, like some of the arcade stuff. Like there's so many arcade games that I would love to have access to. So I'll have to think about that. Okay. Yes, it's the gray Game Boy vertical. Okay, sweet. I thought about that one. There's something about the horizontal that I think I'm going to like more, but I did think about the vertical one. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how I feel about it. Mine's like, if you're in the US, I'd be interested to hear if you have to pay tariffs on it because Anbernic is Chinese. Okay, so two things. One, I did go ahead and purchase it through Amazon because the Amazon price was the same price as the Anbernic website. And it on the Anbernic website, let me pull this up real quick and see if this is still up there. On the Anbernic website, just today, I got, let me see if it still says it. I got the XXH. I'm not seeing it. Let me go to a different model because this one says that it's sold out in the US. Here, let's do the Plus. This is the one that my boy Shinji's got. Oh, baby. Okay, so I did see on the website that if you clicked US... Oh, right here. Yeah. China to U.S. shipping restored. So I don't know. I know there was some concern about like tariffs and stuff. I don't know if that means like, but I guess all that to say, I bought it from Amazon like same day. It's coming today. But if you ordered it from Anbernic and you did the shipping from China, I don't know if you're going to either pay a crazy amount of shipping on it or if there's still going to be like tariffs on it or what. I'm not completely versed in all that stuff, so I'm not 100% sure. So but yes, I am in the US and I just paid that Amazon money, baby. What can I say? All right, Shinji says up to PS1 runs great. Dreamcast depends on the game. Okay, that's cool. I feel like back in the day I didn't actually get to play a lot of PS1 games. I had, here, let's go ahead and pause the music because we're going to launch Space Quest. For me, back in the day, and I think I've talked a little bit about this, it kind of came down to, oh, baby, I love that music. It kind of came down to N64 or the PlayStation. Kind of I feel like they hit at a very similar time. I could be telling tales outside of school, but I think they hit it like right near the same time. And so for me, I was definitely like, yo, I gotta choose. And I was a Nintendo kid through and through. So I obviously went with the N64. I actually have a video that I'm working on right now. The 3 games that made me a gamer. And one of them will be the very first N64 game that I ever played. And I got on my birthday. That was super cool. So, but because of that, and I had a buddy who had a PS1. And so I got to play some PlayStation back in the day. Like I vividly remember my buddy had, it was my buddy Robert. I talked about him in the, oh, my mouse is stuck in my Sierra thing. I talked about him in the Why Retro Will Always Be Better Than Modern video. He was my buddy that I said that I think he got like diagnosed with cancer. We kind of fell out of touch. And so I haven't talked to him in a very long time. But one of the things I remember is that he was super into RPGs, like the craziest RPG guy that I probably ever knew. And he had a PS1. And so I vividly remember at his house, we played, he had Final Fantasy VII, like when it first came out, which was like mind blowing. He had Xenogears and he was like super into Xenogears. That is one that I feel like I want to go back and try, because I remember watching him play it and it looked really cool, but I just never got the opportunity to play it. And I know that Mangalar, I don't know if any of you guys watch or subscribe to Mangalar. If you're not, you should. He doesn't need my help. He's got way more subscribers than me. He's amazing though, and I love his videos. But he did a retrospective. I think it was him. Yeah, I think he did a retrospective that like totally broke down the narrative of Xenogears. It was really cool. So, but I remember, yeah, so like Final Fantasy VII, Xenogears. I think he had Final Fantasy IX when it came out. There was one game that he played. I think it was called Kingsfield. I don't know if that sounds familiar to anybody. Hang on, let me fire up our save game so I can get my mouse back. And you know what? I'm going to mute the game audio real quick just so you guys aren't hearing all the dings and stuff. Okay, hang on. I think it was called Kingsfield. Let me look this up real quick. Kingsfield PS1? Is this what I'm thinking of? Yeah. Yes. Okay, I think this is it. Let me pull up the browser here. Okay. So yeah, it looked like this. And it was like this very... I mean, for the PS1, it was pretty cool, but it was like a very... I guess rudimentary is the word that comes to mind. Dungeon crawler. But it was also pretty... I feel like it was pretty deep for what it was. But like looking back on it now... It's like this, dude, this plant thing over here, this is like the thing that I always remember is these freaking plants that would come after you. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so all that to say, I didn't really have access to a PS1 back in the day. So it would be very cool to like dive into some of those PS1 games. Definitely never played any Dreamcast, so that's all kind of stuff to check out. Okay, let's see. Shinji says, sometimes I wish I bought the same as you so I'd be able to remote play the PC. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I also am not like crazy into like dabbling with the all of like the hardware, software, emulation type stuff. That's kind of new for me as well. And so there's a part of me that is like always concerned I'm going to break something or like brick it. But I feel like there's enough stuff out there that you can figure it out. So I'm going to give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. And it'll be fun. Maybe, maybe I can do some content with it and stuff like that too, but we will see. All right. Shelf says Kingsfield is proto Demon Souls. Oh, dude. See, that's concerning to me because, dude, right now, like I said, I am farther in Dark Souls than I've ever been. I made it to Anor Londo. And if you've ever played Dark Souls and you know, okay, those who know. Because apparently it's a thing. Because I was getting incredibly frustrated. And I was like, is this the only way? So then I looked up some videos on YouTube. And like, apparently the archers of Anor Londo are like infamous. So if you know, you know. So if you've played it, I just beat the Painted World, which was really cool. And then I'm making my way through Anor Londo. And I am currently doing business with the archers of Anor Londo. And just this last thing. The thing that sucks about it is if you've done it, as soon as you get past the archers and you go through the fog, and this is going to be Greek to many people, you get past the archers, you go through the fog, you hang a left into that room, and there's a bonfire. And then your buddy, the like celebrate the sun guy or whatever's in there. I activated the bonfire, but I didn't rest at the bonfire, and then I died a few seconds later. So then the last bonfire I had rested in was the Anor Londo first bonfire, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. So I know for some people that means nothing, but if you know, you know. All that to say, though, I am enjoying it. I'm having a great time with it. Okay, let's jump into some Space Quest 5. Like I said, I think we're probably about 75% of the way through the game, if I remember correctly. I'm going to give you some audio now for the game. If you were here, then if you were here or you weren't here, let me just bring us back up to speed. if you remember, we went down to the planet. We found like some mutants. We found like log entries about people getting mutated and some kind of crazy stuff, and like mutants blasting off and leaving the planet. And then we got a we got a message from the Goliath, which is Captain Quirk's ship, saying, hey, Mayday, there's something going on. And then we saw like the little cutscene where everybody's all jacked up and his face is all melty and all that kind of stuff. It's all gross. So what we know is that the last place they were near was a planet called Thraxis, I believe. Let me get the coordinates for it, because that's where we're headed, is to Thraxis to investigate what happened or what's going on. So our coordinates, let's talk to Drool here. And let's lay in a course. Oh, the course is already laid in. He's saying, oh, maybe I did it right before I saved it. It's 53284, so that's what we're going to do. 53284. Locking it in. All right, and let's tell him light speed. All right, here we go. And hey, guys, if you're in here, thank you for being here. If you can thumbs up the stream right now, that's going to make it really discoverable, and that's going to be super helpful. Thank you. If you're not subscribed or following on YouTube or Twitch, feel free to do that. That's super helpful as well. It'll pop up an alert, and we'll give you a little shout out. That'll be awesome. And then links to the newly the relaunched Patreon down in the description below. If that's your thing and you want to support the channel, some great stuff there. You can click there, and base tier's $3, plus tier is $5. Appreciate that. Supports the channel. We're not monetized. We don't have memberships yet. None of that stuff. So that's going to be helpful if that's your thing. So really appreciate that. Wait. Didn't I say standard speed? And he said, I'm not going to do it. Regular speed. Oh, maybe I said standard orbit. Oops. Okay. What are we going to find? Okay. Okay, Flo says, no reading for the Goliath, Captain, but I'm picking up an escape pod locator beacon on the planet's surface. All right. We're going to tell him to go standard orbit. And Shinji, when we were talking about the Anbernic, I would love to hear, what are some, okay, one, help me out here. I believe, and maybe I'm mistaken, but I believe it comes preloaded with some stuff. Number one. Number two, have you done any modding or like changing of the OS or anything like that? I'd love to hear about that. And if it gets too complicated, we can do it like off stream, and you can hit me up on Discord or something like that. And then any recommendations you have. I would love to hear all of those things. And anybody else, if you have an Anbernic, if you have one of these guys and you got some recommendations, hit me up. I want to hear what's working. Okay, I think let's hail the planet. I don't think that's going to do anything. No response. Okay. Let's see. Standard orbit status report. Can he... I don't know if status report is... I'm assuming it's for the ship, but does it do it for the planet? Okay, that's for the ship. Is there a way for us to, like... Does she do status report? Heavy jamming on all long-range frequencies. Oh, baby. Okay. Whoa. I think I lost my audio. Hang on one second. Wow, let's try this. One of my earbuds might have died. Sorry, let me reconnect this and make sure. There we go. Whoops. Okay. Oh gosh, picking out a wedgie. Jeez Louise. Shinji, yes, it comes with games. I tried different firmwares, but I always keep coming back to stock. Okay, interesting. Because, yeah, I've heard that there's, like, some different OSs and, like, different things that'll... different ways you can, like, customize it or whatever, so... Like I said, I'm a dunce when it comes to any of that kind of stuff, though, so it'll be interesting. Okay, what's interesting here is... Okay, let's talk to... Let's talk to them. How's it going? Fully operational and all circuits are functioning perfectly. Okay, what about... He's too engrossed in what he's doing. Okay, I could be... Let's go down to the planet surface. I feel like there should be a way for you to, like... scan the surface or something. Let's see what happens. Oh, baby. Oh, gee, okay, yes, that's what I'm talking about! 4 out of 5 doctors agree that beaming into a toxic atmosphere without the proper equipment can be hazardous to your health. I know, I remember that. For some reason, okay. Let's try. All right. Obviously, we got to travel again because I didn't save it when we arrived, so we got to do all that again. But we need a breathing apparatus. And I don't remember where we get that. For some reason, I thought it was like something that we would have a little bit of time down on the planet, but I guess we don't. So we need to find a breathing apparatus. Marcone just woke up. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Are you working today? Are you off, or how's that going? Jay Rick in the chat too. Oh, and Knight. Oh, hi, Mark. Knight, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Okay, standard speed. Or regular speed, sorry. You work later? Excellent, dude. Well, I'm glad you're here. We're responding. If you remember, we're responding to the that like Mayday we got where everybody was like mutating. All right. Let's see. Picking up the pod locator on the planet's surface. So let's go standard orbit. Didn't we, like, remember, didn't we get a cloak? We got the cloaking device from, let's see, lane of course, light speed, standard orbit, status, evasive action, raise shields, lower shields. And then, oh yeah, let's, I forgot we got these buttons. Cliffy, you rang. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's go cloak the ship. Sorry, so I haven't finished hooking it up yet. Oh, what a slacker. Let's see. Status report. I finished putting back WD-40 together, reprogrammed her to serve as a science officer. You can now reach her through the science station. Oh, dang. Okay. Let's forget that. I believe science is orange. What function may I assist you with, Captain? Ah! Here we go. Okay, see, this is what I'm saying. We should be able to scan... Okay, scan the planet. The atmosphere of this planet is highly toxic to humanoid life forms. Do you require for anything further? Scan for ships. Immediate reading, sir. If there are any ships within range, they're jamming us. What about the recommendation? Most logical course of action would be to beam down and investigate the beacon. I recommend an expeditious survey. My calculations indicate a 67% probability that another ship is within range of the marker of the beacon. Due to the unusual nature of the circumstances we find ourselves in, it might be unwise to attract attention to our presence here. One more additional piece of data, sir. The atmosphere is highly toxic to humanoid life forms. You must utilize a breathing apparatus on the surface or perish. Okay, so where do we get the breathing apparatus? There must be... I feel like in the teleporter room, there's gotta be something that we can grab. Let's check the toolbox again. I believe we got everything out of the toolbox that we need, but let's just double check. Because it's not going to be in there. Yeah, it's not in there. Wait, what is this? No, we don't need that. Okay, get out of here. Oh, Cliffy's going to be so mad we messed up his toolbox. Okay, maybe there's got to be like maybe a hatch in this next room where we can get... That's the cryo. Oh, wait, maybe this? No, no, no. Let's talk to her and see if she can get us... How's it going? Fully operational. Okay, what if we... Can we order her? Where do we get... It's not going to be in the cryo spot. Crud. I know there's like an EVA area of the ship. I remember that. But I don't know where it's at. Oh wait, what did I click? Oh! What is this? What did I do? This button activates the lift of the Eureka's pod bay. Oh, wait. Ah, this is... Okay, I think this is the EVA area. There should be like a thing that you can like get in. Yes, okay. Excellent. This... It's all coming together. Okay, we should be able to grab... Is it in here? Let's freaking go, dude. Excellent. Okay. How do we get back up? How do I activate this? No, don't do that. Okay, yeah, don't do that. That'll kill us. Is it on the console? Airlock? Do not open the airlock. Don't do it! The unhinged side of me wants to open the airlock so bad. But my boy Cliffy's in there. We can't do that. We can't do that. Okay. And now... Excellent. Okay, so now we should be able to put on... It's like a rebreather looking thing. Yeah. Let's put that on our head. On our face. Huh. Why can't I do that? I want to wear it. Maybe if maybe I gotta be standing on the thing. There we go. Alright, let's save it. Oh jeez. I didn't even say energize. Crud. I should have saved it before we did that. Just in case there was anything else that I needed to grab for our trip here. Okay, we're gonna save it and say on Thrakos. Alright, let's get over to the pod. Give me back my mouse, baby. There it is. Do we need to up the speed again? We do. Jeez Louise, let's rock. Come on. Walk, baby. Something about these old Sierra games, too, that was always so weird is how they would... you had to be really careful about walking on ledges and stuff. Can I... What? That's so weird. I'm just trying to... Why would it assume that I'm punching it? That's so strange. Alright. We want the jacket. That turns off the beacon. I remember that. And I feel like there's something else. Whoever used this pod can't be far away. Oh my gosh, the ledges. Yeah, dude. Ah, there she is. Hiya! No! Oh, now we're fighting. Oh, jeez. Iconic moment from this game. This next screen. Iconic moment. Help me, Wilco, I'm slipping. If you only had something for me to grab onto. I remember back in the day, I died a lot of times on this part. Oh, those pucoid mutants found me. Do something, Wilco. And my... Give me your hand or something and I'll climb over you and pull you up. Yeah, and my pants. Ugh. Oh no, she got hit by the goop. Okay, we want to give her... I do remember this because I died many times. We want to give her the jacket. She gonna climb up. Come on! Hurry up! Help me! Oh, what do I do? They're gonna get me. Oh yeah, they're gonna get me. Do I... Isn't she supposed to just reach for me? Come on! Oh, whoa, okay. Whew. Jeez Louise. Did that do it? Okay. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, dude, ledges in old Sierra point-and-click games, no joke. Especially the ones that were like keyboard control back in the day. Oh my gosh. They shooting! I love how their guns look like old Super Soakers. Oh, what? Oh, no! They got us. Interesting. Okay. Huh. What are we missing? You are the died. I know. I had quite the time with ledges in King's Quest V. Dang, dude. That's probably the next one we're going to play. I'm not going to lie. King's Quest V, such a banger. Big fan. Oh, you know what? Okay, hang on. I think I know what we got to do. I got something we're going to try here. Okay, I'm going to grab that. I'm going to turn that off. Okay. King's Quest V, you're there. Yes, dude. We will... I think that may be one of the next ones we do. I want to do that one, and I want to do Conquest of the Longbow. I think that's one that most people don't really know about, but I remember enjoying it a lot as a kid. Okay. I believe I remember what we have to do. Okay, give me something to grab onto. Here come the pucoids. Okay, pull down my pants. She gets hit by the stuff. Okay, we want to give her the jacket. That lets her climb up. I think I remember. All right. Because then we get our control back. Okay, and then I think what we want to do is get our communicator and we want to call. Yep. Flo, have Cliffy beam us out of here. Yep. It'll take a few minutes to recalibrate the beam out coordinates, Captain. Please hang on for a minute. That's what I had in mind. Uh-oh, Cliffy says your present orientation won't fit within the containment field of the transporter beam. There's a clearing a few meters from your position. Oh, sorry. From your position, can you make it there? Do I have any choice? Not really. Eureka out. All right. So now she's going to throw us the... Come on. She's going to throw us the vine. I think this is going to work. Come on, baby. Come on. Do it. Yes! Let's go! Dude, beamed out just the nick of time. Let's freaking go. I love it. Ugh. The damsel in distress.
Sorry, I tried to kick your butt back there on the planet, Captain Wilco. I thought you were one of those pucoid mutants.
Call me Roger and don't worry about it.
I don't think I'm gonna make it, Roger. One of those bastards nicked me with that awful primordial soup.
Don't worry, we'll fix you up. There's gotta be a cure.
I'm afraid not. The only thing you can do is slow down the mutations by putting me into cryogenic suspension.
Beatrice, you're asking me to freeze you, and we're getting along so well.
I must admit, I thought you were real putz back at the academy, Roger. But you've turned out to be an okay guy. Maybe even more than that. But we don't have any time for that now. I'm probably not going to make it, and those pucoids have to be stopped before they trash the entire Star Confederation.
How? The Goliath could be parsecs away by now. We'll never catch them before they reach Starcon.
Oh, dang, what's she even? They aren't going to get very far without this. It's Goliath's warp distributor cap.
Let's go. B, you're a genius.
I know. Now put me in the cryo chamber, quickly.
All right. What the? Who's that, Captain? Ambassador Wankmeister. She escaped from the Goliath. Their entire crew has been infected by some strange substance, and they're turning into hideous pucoid mutants. We gotta get her stabilized before she turns into one herself. What should I do? I'm an engineer, not a doctor. You better do something quick, though, so she's starting to look a little grin around the goose, you know what I'm saying? All right. We gotta open. We found this earlier. Open the cryo. We gotta, let's save it because I don't know how long. Again, in Sierra games like this, it's like the timing, they don't give you a clock, but there's a clock, and who knows how long it is. Okay, let's save it. And okay, whoops. Let's open this up. Come on, go, Roger. Okay, grab the lady. Grab the lady. And put her in the machine. Get in there. Alright, and then we gotta... Opening the chamber. No, we don't want to do that. We want to... Oh, we gotta... I want to see the... Yeah, okay, the control panel. Okay. I do remember... We want to... Crud. Okay, oh my gosh. Okay. Cryo chef cooking instructions. Hot dogs, 20 seconds to cook. Coffee, 5 seconds to defrost. Freeze ambassador, 10 seconds freeze. That's so stupid. All right. So we want to go cryo freeze for 10 seconds. Start. Come on. I know you can overdo it, but it seems pretty clear. 10 seconds is what we needed. Bee has been successfully placed in hibernation. The mutation process has been slowed, but she's not out of the woods yet. All right. Now, it's time to take on Quirk and the Goliath. All right, let's put her back in. You don't want to close the chamber yet. Trust us. Okay. Fine. Okay. We've got the distributor cap. I mean, I feel like we need to get the heck out of here. 10 seconds defrost. So lava on the outside, but frozen inside like a hot. Oh, baby. Knight, it's a Sierra game. You could probably cook the ambassador, right? I mean, I think we could. Should we give it a shot? See what happens? I'll tell you what, let's save it real quick. Let's, because then we can just restore back to the spot. Let's go with Frozen Ambassador. Okay. And then I'll reload the cryo. Oh, we'll see what happens. Let's see here. Restore, cryo. Let's do it. So I think you can like, over freeze her too, and it's like real bad news. All right, let's see what happens here. Grab the lady. We got some time. We got about 20 minutes left, so we can mess around a little bit, see what happens. All right, let's look at the friggin' thing. Hopefully this is family friendly enough. With games usually like this one, you don't have to worry too much. All right, let's just cook her for 10 seconds and see what happens. This is so morbid, Knight. This is your fault right now. Bee's flesh has been roasted to a toasty golden brown. Nice going. See? No problem. That's great. That's great. Bee is dead. In an alternate future, she would have borne your son. In the future past of Space Quest 4, your son would have saved your life, but he didn't. So you couldn't, therefore you aren't. Oh man, very Back to the Future-esque. You know what I mean? Very Back to the Future-esque. I mean, we could go... We could do more. 10 seconds just got her to a golden brown. What would 20 do? Oh gosh. Shinji, I miss when you could stupidly fail in games and get a game over. Yeah, dude. You think it'd at least give her a nice tan? I mean, yeah, 10 seconds. That's just like a nice little tanning bit, right? There's no problem. Let's see if we go. Oh gosh, let's go 30 seconds. Let's cook it. See what happens. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, just not. It's always just a toasty golden brown. See, very family friendly. No problem. No problem. Great. See? There we go. What's the worst that could happen? Okay. So am I carrying? Was that that almost looked like a red flashing light. Was that like a red alert? Uh-oh. We found the Goliath, sir. Or rather, she found us. The Goliath's approaching at high speed. She's arming her torpedoes. Let's go. Raise the shields. And can we do evasive action? We don't have any reason to retreat at present, Captain. Okay, B, why don't you... Or Flo, why don't you hail the ship? Come on. Talk to us. No response. There he is. Oh, gosh. Shields are up. They shot at us. A brilliant observation, Flo. Well, don't just sit there, Captain. Do something. She's coming around again. How about now? Evasive action. But, sir, that will take us directly in the asteroid field. It'd be suicide. Okay. What should we do? Let's risk almost certain death in the asteroid field. I'm feeling lucky today. I think we can take the Goliath. Let's just sit here and maybe no one will notice us. Oh, man. I wonder if I should have... What do you guys think? Asteroid field or take on the Goliath? There's a part of me that wonders if I was, at that point, supposed to tell Cliffy to try and cloak. And maybe he's got it locked in. I'm not 100% sure. But what do you guys think? Asteroid field or Goliath? Whoa, my mouse. I don't know what happened. Oh. Let's say evasive action. Goliath. No option to raise... Well, I raised the shields. I did raise the shields, and I think that's why we survived that first shot. Oh, is that my boy JB? Dude, JB Doll says Goliath. We go Goliath, baby. Shout out to my Retroid Plus patron, JB Doll. Brother, you said Goliath. We're going Goliath. Okay. Let's do a status report. Weapons inoperative. Shields depleted. Basically, we're screwed. Oh, crap. Okay. Flo. Hail the ship, Flo. Tell him to just take it easy. She's not responding. Okay. We're at regular speed. Uh-oh. Are we about to get a shot from the Goliath? She's lining it up. Look, let's talk about this, guys. We have what you need, so don't do this. Let's just answer the hailing frequency and tacarese, okay? Okay. Once again, raise the shields. They're already up. Shields depleted. He said we're screwed. Okay, we're gonna try hailing them one more time. Chance Foxley with the Patreon link. There you go. We just we put that back out there. If you guys are interested in the Patreon, it is right there. Here she comes again. Oh no. Okay. Fire. Fire weapons. Weapon system not operational. Oh yeah, I forgot. You said that. Okay, I hate to say this. I think we gotta go asteroid field. I don't think we could do it. I don't think we could do it. Let's see him just follow us. And you know what? And just like my boy Han Solo, never tell me the odds. All right? Certain death, certain schmeth. Okay, go. Peel out. Bye. All right, come and get us. Come and get us, big man. See what you got. Ouch. We're being hailed by the Goliath, Captain. Putting it up on the screen. Oh, look at his face. Hello again, Woko. You insignificant little pimple on the behind of humanity. Speaking of Pustul's quirk, you've never looked better. You pathetic fool. You've no idea what you're up against. I'm gonna puke out the entire galaxy, starting with StarCon. Not if I have anything to say about it. Your puny ship is no match for the Goliath. Au revoir, broom jockey. The next time we meet, you won't be so lucky. Okay. Captain, I'm gonna have to make an EVA to repair the damage from the Goliath's attack. You can monitor me on the audio over the comm circuit in my pressure suit. Be careful, Cliffy. Yes, sir. Preparing to exit the pod bay airlock. Okay, so we got away. No problem. Shinji, you said it. Asteroid field. Very nice. I'm heading towards the port stabilizer. Made it. Oh, gosh. This will only take a minute. I just need to make a few minor adjustments. I do remember this part now. Oops. Lights are out. Oh, my gosh. Okay, Captain, that's gotta. I'm coming, duh. Ooh, whoa. Look at him. Dang it, Cliffy. What did you do to us? Peace out, dude. Say, Captain, I'm just seeing things, or is that gentleman floating out there in space with the surprised expression on his face? Is that our chief engineer? Oh, gosh. Yes, it is. Okay, can we say shields up again, just so we don't... They're already up. Okay. All right, we gotta... Oh, can we contact him if we do that? That's usually engineering. Nothing. Okay. Probably need to save it. Situations like this always scare me to save because you don't want to get caught in like a death loop. But I do know we need to go save Cliffy. So let's say saving old Clifford. Okay. How much time we got? We got about 10 minutes. We can get him. All right. First things first. We got to get down to the... Oh, man. Look at him just picking that Murph. That's a good question. Growing up, what did you call it? Did you call it a wedgie? Did you call it a Murph? Did you call it a... I don't know. What'd you call it? Because I've heard, I always called it a wedgie, but I know people in my life that call it a Murph, which seems strange, but it's kind of like people who, it's like when you go to the store, okay, and you're gonna buy a bottle of soda, but like the big one. I'm not saying the name of it, but like the big bottle of soda that like multiple people could be served out of. What do you call that? If you said, hey, I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna get a blank of soda, whatever. What do you call that? All right, we're gonna rotate the pod. Put it in the chat. And yes, Marcone, a Murph. You've never heard of a Murph before, apparently. Okay, Marcone calls it a 2-liter. Okay, what else? A 1.5 liter bottle. Okay. Anybody else? Shelf calls it a 2-liter. Okay, we have to navigate. Not here. Okay, how do we... Oh, how do we... Oh, okay, like that. Is that... rotates me around? Oh, no. Our oxygen is very low. Was there something I was supposed to do? Hang on. I think the green dot is the ship. I think I need to go back. Because our oxygen level is so bad. Oh wait, that's the arm. I don't want to do that. Dang it. As the last wisp of oxygen filters through the pod's life support system, you try to yell for help, but the only sound that escapes your throat is a loud burping sound as the world fades to black. You know you're doomed. You're sealed in space. No one can hear you belch. Oh, what are these guys? Oh. Ah, look, Crumpella. A shooting star. Make a wish. Okay, Slep. I wish we would discover someone out there among the stars. Don't be silly, Crumpella. Everyone knows there's no intelligent life out there. It's true. I don't know. I don't remember that little vignette for when you die. That was great. Okay, yeah. So everybody, like, you call it a 2-liter, right? For the most part. Although, Knight, aren't you? You're across the pond, if I remember correctly, right? Aren't you in the UK or something like that? You guys have different sizes over there. If I'm remembering correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, you call it a 2-liter. You go into the store, you're gonna get a 2-liter of soda. Okay? Again, there's people in my life who call it a boss. Have you ever heard of that? I'm gonna go get a boss of soda. I don't know. Okay. There's like, we need to get like an oxygen tank or something. What do we got over here? What? Why was there a chicken? Oh my gosh. That's so dumb. Ah, there we go. Okay, bottle of 2-liter soda, pop, cola, Coke. I always call it soda. I do know people who call it pop, which again just feels interesting, but yeah, a boss. I'm gonna go to the store and get a boss, and that meant like a 2-liter of soda. Buck wild. Let's see. People who call it pop creep me out for some reason. Oh, dude. Night. Much further east than the UK. Always been 1.5 for some reason. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I think it's just over here, dude. Our portions are all buck wild. So I think that's probably part of it. Oh, you know what? I think we have to take this and we put it right there. No? That is, hang on, that is an air tank, right? A tank, lots of air. Okay. Well, maybe we just get in and hold it. Maybe we just get in and like turn the valve and then it just shoots air out while we're inside the thing. All right, let's try this again. We got to save Clifford. Hopefully our oxygen meter is high. It is. Okay. All right, I believe he is... What do we got here? Okay. I believe he is the red dot. So I think we got to get to the red dot. Right about there. And then we want to go forward. Whoa, careful, buddy. Right about maybe there. And then we want to put our arm out. Maybe we're going to rotate a little bit. Like that. Claw. Oh, wait, where's it? It said claw? I saw the word claw pop up. Oh, claw. Oh no, I just pulled it back. No, I want to... So let's grab this dude. We got to grab this guy. Okay, let's try it. Maybe we just go forward and then we'll grab him. Huh. Maybe we got to rotate a little more. How do we open the claw? I think we're close enough. We just got to get the claw to open. Oh, there we go. Grab him. Okay, over a little more. Up. No, that's not it. Target in range. Oh, there we go. Okay, claw. Get him. Oh, is it this little button? Oh, there we go. Okay. Cliffy has been successfully grappled. Now all that remains is to find your way back to the Eureka. Okay. So then we're going to turn. We've got to go back to the green. We got him. There it is over there. I prefer the EVA in Dead Space. There's an EVA on Space Quest 6. Oh, really? I have never gotten far enough in Space Quest 6 to see that. That one I need to put in the list too, because I remember little bits of it, but I didn't get maybe even 10% into that game, so I don't know all the stuff from it. It also, that's when they changed the art style, and I wasn't a huge fan, but we can talk about that. You okay, Cliffy? Just give me a minute to rest and catch my breath, sir. Thanks for pulling my butt out of the sling again, Captain. That's 2 I owe you. Think nothing of it, Chief. Okay, I won't, but you need to get us out of here, sir. I don't know how much longer the Eureka can stand the pounding she's taking. All right. Am I still carrying the... Okay. All right. I think that is where we're going to save it. That's going to be our time. Let me see here. Let's see. Cliffy. Whoops. Cliffy saved. Nice. All right. And let's do... Let me see here. Let's do one of these, and one of these, and one of those. Thanks for playing Space Quest 5, everybody. All right, so come back next week. We will see what's next. The Goliath is on our tail. We're in the middle of an asteroid field. Things couldn't be worse, but we can figure it out. It's going to be awesome. Guys, thank you so much for being here and hanging out. If you can, again, if you can give a thumbs up to the stream, that'll be super helpful. And like I said, down below in the description and in the chat, we got links to the new Patreon if you want to be a part of that. If you have not had a chance yet, make sure you go check out the newest videos. While I'll never forget this Nintendo game and the Speedy Gonzales Los Gatos Banditos review. Like I said, most of you guys have probably seen it, but if you haven't yet, they're sitting there, they're waiting for you, and that's going to be awesome. And yeah, until next week, guys, thank you so much for being here. Always a pleasure. Have a great day. Have a great week. Shout out to my boys over there on Patreon, Owen Toast, and my Retroid Plus, JB doll. He said he wants us to take on the Goliath. Well, guess what, JB? Next week, that just might happen. So come on back, everybody. I'll see you soon.